Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Copper Jacket TV. So we have a new development coming out of the state of California, and California is at it yet again, trying to impose their own version of gun control, but on the entire country. Even this reporter can see what's going on.
These are laws that are already in place in California, but the idea is to make them nationwide.
Yeah, see, even she knows what's going on. So today we're going to be talking about what just happened with the 28th Amendment and what this actually means. It's not that this is going to pass. It has a snowball's chance of actually making it through. So what's the backstory? Well, there's something going on behind the scenes here that I think is leading to something even bigger. So let's talk about what's going on. Hey, real quick, I just want to mention that more than half the people that watch these videos are not actually subscribed. If you like Second Amendment content, you want to know what's going on around you, hit that little subscribe button. It's free, but it helps me out quite a bit. And sometimes people aren't seeing the videos they want to see in their thread, so make sure you hit that little alarm bell. That'll let you know when new content comes out. I put Second Amendment content out pretty much daily. So again, make sure you subscribe, a like would be appreciated, and hit that little bell notification. Let's get to it.
The majority of the residents of our country, of Americans, of all of our brothers and sisters across this nation, want the kind of common sense protections that are built into this resolution.
Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about what's going on here, and I want to make this very clear. I don't think this has anything to do with an actual 28th Amendment at all. And I think you guys have probably heard about the 28th Amendment by now, which was proposed by Governor Gavin Newsom, which would essentially add gun control to the Constitution, making gun control part of our entire country, right? So that's what he's trying to do. Now, what I think is actually happening here is that I think that he's using this to sort of build and prop up his platform if he decides to run for president. So he wants to be able to say, look what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make things better for the country. Even for my own home state, I was trying to make things better for the country by adding gun control to the Constitution. I think that that's what's going on here, and it's just simply a talking point and something that he can stand on to say, hey, look what I did in my state and look what I'm trying to do for the rest of the country, and try to appeal to that base that wants that type of thing. Regardless, there was a committee meeting just yesterday where they got together for a vote on the 28th Amendment and whether or not to advance it to a constitutional convention. Now, what's interesting here is what these people had to say. And let me tell you, it is an absolute supermajority in the state of California. As a matter of fact, on this committee, I believe there's 7 people. There is only 1 Republican. If you think that she actually has a chance of changing anybody's mind, well, think again. It's just absolutely not going to happen. It's just simply an echo chamber in most state buildings in California. That's it. Everybody's just kind of whispering the same thing back and forth to each other without the fear of any type of opposition, and that was the case here. There was one Democrat who decided not to vote for it because he was worried about this.
We know that the same extremists that have completely rewritten the Second Amendment also would like to rewrite reproductive health access, LGBTQ rights. They want to get rid of the separation of church and state. They want to undermine voting rights. And so for these reasons, I won't be able to support this today.
And if you just want a quick glimpse into the mind of California politicians, just watch this little small clip. That'll pretty much explain everything to you.
The majority of the residents of our country, of Americans, of all of our brothers and sisters across this nation, want the kind of common sense protections that are built into this resolution.
Now, I don't see anything wrong with these people. They seem like completely rational, well-rounded, educated people to me, and people that look like they have our best interests at heart. So you really should listen to them. They know what they're talking about. Now, in some cases, I gotta be honest, I don't even blame California politicians for thinking that these things are actually true or thinking that these things are what their constituents want to hear, because a lot of their constituents actually do want to hear this stuff, and the fact that they just keep getting voted into office every single year just sort of solidifies the frame of mind of thinking, hey, if I take away the rights of the people that live in this country, then I'm doing them a favor by making them safer, as if freedom and safety are supposed to go hand in hand. As a matter of fact, freedom and safety they're kind of complete opposites, but they don't see it that way. They want to force safety upon you by any means necessary, even if that means removing your freedom altogether. That's just the way that California works. But nonetheless, it doesn't really have a chance of going through. What they're trying to do is they're trying to puff out their chest. They're trying to make themselves seem important. Look at these big, bold things that we're trying to do in the state of California, while really just creating, again, a platform for somebody to run on. And I think that that's what we have going on here, because in reality, you need 2/3 of the state legislatures to do the same thing to be able to pass this through. As of right now, I don't see that happening, given the fact that over half of the country, as it stands right now, observes constitutional carry. And so I highly doubt that those states are going to be jumping on board with this. Now, I can't say in the next 10, 15, or even 20 years that there might be some type of cultural shift that will change things, but as of right now, we know that that's not going to happen. So they can continue to puff out their chests and say what they want, but our Constitution protects us from the government. It is not the other way around. If you look at the Constitution, it is rules for government. It is not rules for us. There are no rules in the Constitution for the people. That's not the way that our Bill of Rights works. That's not the way the Constitution works. It tells the government what they are not allowed to do. And one of those things, infringe on our rights. And so it is really interesting to see the perversion of history and freedom and the way that our founders intended to have this country run be just completely twisted in one state because people keep voting these people in there, and that just gives them a little bit more sense that what they're doing is somehow considered right. And they will walk all over the Constitution just to make that happen. So again, you can kind of see in the minds of these people what they think they're actually doing and what they think that they would actually accomplish by this. And their constituents, the ones that actually support them, absolutely lap it up. And so, again, that passed committee, more than likely is going to pass the state houses, and we're going to see that go through completely in the state of California. Where it goes after that, I don't know. There's some other states out there that I would say would probably go along with it. I think that New York and Illinois, possibly New Jersey, maybe even Hawaii, places like that might go along with something like this. But getting close to that 2/3 majority, I think, is where you're going to find the near impossibility. So, again, they voted to pass it through. Even though it's unconstitutional to create a constitutional amendment like that, they're going to do it anyway and try and impose their will on absolutely everybody while simultaneously creating a platform for their leader. So I want to let you guys know about that, and I want to thank you all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe. Have a great day.